Chosen one, you were guided here by a divine force, a sacred whisper from the universe, because God Himself is speaking directly to your soul. This is not just another video. This is your final call, a divine summons that 99% of the chosen ones are ignoring. But not you. You're different. You feel it deep within, don't you? That stirring, that undeniable pull telling you that something monumental is about to unfold in your life. This is your moment, your season, your time to act before the window of divine opportunity closes forever. God has chosen you for greatness, and the blessings He's preparing, abundance, transformation, spiritual awakening, are closer than you think. But you must act now. Stay with me until the end, because this message is for you, and it will change everything. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to blend into the shadows of this world. You are a chosen one, a radiant beacon of divine light, handpicked by God to rise above the chaos and claim the extraordinary destiny He has written for you. The world may not see it yet, but you feel it. The fire in your soul, the unshakable truth that you were created for more. This final call is not a gentle nudge. It's a blazing signal from the heavens, urging you to step into the fullness of your purpose. God is aligning the stars, orchestrating divine opportunities, and preparing to pour out blessings that will leave you in awe. But this moment is fleeting. The 99% who ignore this call will miss the divine shift that's coming. But you, chosen one, you're here because you're ready to answer. What does it mean to be chosen? It means you carry a divine spark that sets you apart. It means your life is a canvas for God's miracles, a testament to His power and grace. Right now, as you listen to these words, the universe is conspiring to bring you into alignment with your highest calling. This is not about chasing fleeting dreams or temporary success. This is about stepping into a spiritual awakening that will transform every aspect of your being, mind, body, and soul. Imagine a life where financial struggles dissolve, where your health radiates with divine vitality, where your spirit is so aligned with God's will that every step you take feels effortless. This is the life God has designed for you, and it's waiting just beyond this final call. The enemy wants you to doubt this. The world wants you to believe you're not enough. But let me tell you something, chosen one. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17 declares, "No weapon that is formed against you will prosper, and every tongue that accuses you in judgment you will condemn." This is your heritage as a servant of the Lord. The doubts, the fears, the naysayers, they have no power over you. You are untouchable, unshakable, unstoppable. God has placed a divine shield around you, and as you embrace this truth, you'll see the obstacles that once held you back begin to crumble. The financial burdens, the emotional weight, the spiritual battles, they are no match for the divine power flowing through you. Now, before we dive deeper into this sacred message, I want to invite you to take a moment to join the thousands of chosen ones who are part of this divine movement. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and become part of a community of souls who are awakening to their God-given purpose. Your support amplifies this message, ensuring it reaches every heart that needs to hear it. And if you feel this truth resonating in your spirit, leave a comment below with the number 777, a powerful declaration of divine alignment, a signal to the universe that you're ready to receive what God has in store. Stay with me, because this is only the beginning. This final call is not just about transformation, it's about divine timing. God operates in seasons, and this is your season of breakthrough. Think about Joseph, a man who endured years of trials, sold into slavery, imprisoned, forgotten. Yet when God's timing was perfect, he was elevated from the pit to the palace in a single day. That same divine timing is at work in your life right now. The struggles you've faced, the tears you've shed, the moments you thought you couldn't go on, they were all preparation for this moment. God has been refining you, shaping you, preparing you to step into a life of abundance and purpose that will leave others in awe. You may be wondering, why me? Why now? The answer is simple: because you are chosen. God doesn't choose based on worldly standards. He doesn't look at your bank account, your past mistakes, or your current circumstances. He looks at your heart, your faith, your willingness to answer His call. You are here because you've already shown Him that you're ready. You've endured the storms, you've faced the darkness, and you've come out stronger. Now God is saying, it's time. It's time to let go of the old version of yourself, the one weighed down by doubt, fear, or lack. It's time to embrace the new you, the chosen one who radiates divine light and walks in unshakable confidence. This divine call is about more than just personal success. It's about impact. Your transformation will ripple through the world, touching lives, inspiring others, and glorifying God's name. When you step into your divine purpose, you become a living testimony of His power. People will look at you and wonder, how did they do it? How did they rise from struggle to triumph? And the answer will be clear. God did it. Your life will become a beacon of hope, a proof of His promises, a reflection of His glory. This is why you cannot ignore this call. The 99% may turn away, but you, chosen one, you're different. You're ready to act. The transformation God has planned for you is not subtle, it's profound. It's a complete renewal of your mind, body, and spirit. Imagine waking up each day with a radiant glow, not just in your appearance, but in your soul. Your energy will shift, your confidence will soar, and your life will align with God's perfect will. This is not about vanity or superficial change. It's about reflecting the divine beauty that God has placed within you. As Psalm 23:4 declares, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." You've walked through the valleys, and now God is leading you to green pastures. This transformation will shock those around you, the people who doubted you, who mocked your dreams, who thought you'd never rise. They'll see the change and stand in awe. Your newfound vitality, your unshakable peace, your radiant joy, they'll wonder what happened. And you'll know the truth: God happened. He's rewriting your story, turning your pain into power, your struggles into strength. This is the moment to let go of the past, to release the burdens that no longer serve you, and to step boldly into the divine destiny God has prepared. If this message is speaking to your soul, I want to thank you for being here. Your presence matters, and your faith is activating something powerful in the spiritual realm. If you feel moved to support this work, consider leaving a super thanks. It's a beautiful way to help these messages reach more chosen ones like you. Every bit of support keeps this light shining, and I'm deeply grateful for your generosity. But whether you donate or not, know this: you are seen, you are valued, and you are part of something greater than yourself. Now let's keep going, because God's not done with you yet. This final call is a divine invitation to let go of fear and embrace faith. The enemy thrives on doubt, whispering lies that you're not worthy, that your dreams are too big, that your breakthrough will never come. But God's truth is louder than the enemy's lies. He says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This is your promise, chosen one. God's plans for you are bigger than your fears, greater than your doubts, and more powerful than any obstacle in your path. What does it mean to act on this final call? It means trusting God's timing, even when you can't see the full picture. It means taking that step of faith, whether it's pursuing a new opportunity, letting go of toxic relationships, or simply believing that God's promises are true. The 99% may hesitate, they may doubt, they may wait for a better time. This is your moment to rise, to claim the abundance, the peace, the divine purpose that God has set before you. As you step into this new season, you'll notice the world around you shifting. Doors that were once closed will swing wide open. Opportunities that seemed impossible will appear out of nowhere. Your financial struggles will give way to divine provision. Your health will be restored with supernatural vitality, and your spirit will soar with unshakable peace. This is the power of answering God's final call. It's not just about receiving blessings, it's about becoming a blessing to others. Your life will become a testimony, a living proof that God's promises never fail. Think about the story of Esther, a young woman who seemed ordinary, but was chosen for an extraordinary purpose. When the moment came, she didn't hesitate. She acted in faith, trusting God's plan, and her courage saved an entire nation. You are Esther in this moment. You are called to act, to stand firm, to trust that God is moving on your behalf. The world may not understand it yet, but they will see the result. Your life will become a living testament to God's power, a shining example of what happens when a chosen one answers the divine call. If you're feeling the weight of this message, I invite you to make a bold declaration. Comment 777 below as a sign that you're answering this final call, that you're ready to step into the divine destiny God has for you. Your faith is activating something powerful, and the universe is taking notice. Stay with me, chosen one, because the best is yet to come. This final call is not just about what you'll receive, it's about who you'll become. God is transforming you into a vessel of His glory, a beacon of His light, a force for His kingdom. Every trial you've faced, every tear you've shed, every moment of doubt, it's all been leading to this. You are being refined, reshaped, and elevated into the person God always intended you to be. This transformation is not just physical, it's spiritual, emotional, and mental. It's a complete renewal that will leave you unrecognizable to those who knew the old you. The world may try to define you by your past, but God defines you by your future. He sees the chosen one you are becoming, the one who walks in divine confidence, who radiates supernatural peace, who carries the authority of heaven itself. This is not a time to shrink back. It's a time to step forward. The 99% may ignore this call, but you are not the 99%. You are the 1%, the one who hears, the one who acts, the one who trusts. And because of that, God is about to do something in your life that will leave the world in awe. As you embrace this final call, you'll begin to see the evidence of God's hand in every area of your life. Your finances will shift as divine provision flows like a river that never runs dry. Your health will be restored as God breathes new life into your body. Your relationships will align with His will, bringing peace and purpose to every connection. This is not a dream, it's a divine reality. God is moving, and He's moving now. All He asks is that you trust Him, that you act in faith, that you step boldly into the destiny He's prepared. If this message has stirred something in your spirit, I want to thank you for being part of this sacred journey. Your presence here is no coincidence, it's a divine appointment. If you feel led to support this work, a super thanks is a beautiful way to help spread this light to more chosen ones across the globe. Your generosity keeps this message alive, and I'm deeply grateful for every soul who contributes. But whether you donate or not, Know that you are cherished, you are seen, and you are part of God's divine plan. Let's keep moving forward, because this final call is about to change everything. This is not a time for hesitation. The 99% may wait, but you, chosen one, you were born for this moment. God has been preparing you, equipping you, and positioning you for a breakthrough that will shake the heavens and the earth. Think about David, a shepherd boy who faced a giant when no one else dared. He didn't have the armor, the experience, or the approval of the world, but he had faith, and with that faith, he defeated Goliath and stepped into his divine destiny. You are David today, standing before the giants of doubt, fear, and lack. And just like David, you will triumph, because God is with you. What makes this call so urgent? It's the divine timing. God's seasons don't wait for human permission. When He opens a door, it's up to you to walk through it. The 99% may miss it, distracted by the noise of the world, but you hear His voice, you feel His pull, you know that this is your moment to act. The blessings waiting for you are not just for you, they're for the generations that will follow. Your obedience today will create a legacy of faith, abundance, and divine purpose that will echo through time. As you step into this new season, you'll notice a shift in your spirit. The weariness that once weighed you down will lift. The doubts that once clouded your mind will clear. The fears that once held you back will dissolve. You'll begin to walk with a divine confidence, knowing that God is orchestrating every detail of your life. Your finances will align with His abundance, your health will reflect His healing power, and your purpose will shine as a testimony to His glory. This is what it means to answer the final call, to live a life that reflects the fullness of God's promises. The world is watching, chosen one. They may not understand it yet, but they will see the transformation. They will see the glow of God's light in your eyes, the strength of His purpose in your steps, the peace of His presence in your heart. You are not just living for yourself, you are living for His glory, for His kingdom, for the countless souls who will be inspired by your journey. This is why you cannot ignore this call. This is why you must act now. The 99% may turn away, but you were born to rise. If this message is igniting a fire in your soul, I invite you to declare your faith. Comment 777 below as a bold proclamation that you're answering God's final call, that you're ready to step into the divine destiny He has prepared. Your declaration is powerful. It's a signal to the heavens that you're ready to receive. Stay with me, chosen one, because we're not done yet. This final call is about more than just receiving blessings. It's about becoming a blessing. God doesn't just want to prosper you. He wants to use you to prosper others. Your wealth, your health, your spiritual awakening. They're all tools to advance His kingdom. Imagine the impact you'll have when you walk in divine abundance. You'll be able to give generously, love deeply, and inspire boldly. Your life will become a living testimony of what happens when a chosen one answers God's call. The transformation you're about to experience is not just for you. It's for the world. Think about Mother Teresa, a woman who answered God's call and became a beacon of love and compassion. She didn't have wealth or power by worldly standards, but her faith moved mountains. She touched lives, changed hearts, and left a legacy that still inspires millions. You, chosen one, have that same potential. Your life is a canvas, and God is painting a masterpiece that will inspire generations. As you step into this divine destiny, you'll notice that the world begins to respond differently. Opportunities will flow effortlessly, relationships will align with God's purpose, and your spirit will radiate a peace that surpasses understanding. This is the power of answering God's final call. It's not just about what you gain, it's about who you become. You are becoming a vessel of His glory, a light in the darkness, a force for His kingdom, and the world will take notice. If you're feeling the weight of this moment, I want to thank you for being here. Your faith, your presence, your courage, they're changing the spiritual atmosphere. If you feel called to support this work, a super thanks is a beautiful way to help this message reach more chosen ones. Your generosity is a seed that will grow into a harvest of blessings, not just for you, but for countless others. But whether you donate or not, know that you are loved, you are chosen, and you are part of God's divine plan. Let's keep going, because this final call is about to unlock something extraordinary. Every step you've taken, every challenge you've overcome has been leading to this divine appointment. You've walked through fires that would have consumed others, faced trials that would have broken the strongest souls, and yet here you stand. Unshaken, unbreakable, unstoppable. Why? Because God has anointed you with a purpose that cannot be denied. You are not just surviving, you are thriving in the face of adversity, radiating a divine strength that the world cannot ignore. This final call is your invitation to harness that strength, to channel it into a life of unparalleled impact, where every dream you've held in your heart becomes a living reality. Imagine a life where every morning you wake up with a sense of divine certainty, knowing that God is guiding your every move. Picture yourself walking into rooms and shifting the atmosphere with your presence alone, your spirit so aligned with God's will that miracles follow you wherever you go. This is not a fantasy, chosen one. This is the life God is calling you to live. Your finances are about to overflow with abundance, not because of your own efforts, but because God has declared it so. Your health is being restored with a vitality that defies explanation, a testament to His healing power. Your purpose is unfolding with a clarity that leaves no room for doubt, because you are walking in the divine authority of a chosen one. The enemy will try to distract you, to pull you back into the shadows of fear and uncertainty. But you are not bound by the enemy's lies. You are a child of the Most High, clothed in divine armor, wielding the power of faith that moves mountains. Matthew 17:20 says, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." Nothing will be impossible for you. That's the power you carry, chosen one. Your faith is not just a belief, it's a force, a divine weapon that dismantles every obstacle in your path. The mountains of lack, sickness, and despair, they're crumbling before you because God is with you and His power flows through you. This is a moment to rise above the ordinary, to reject the limitations the world has tried to place on you. You are not defined by your circumstances, your past, or the opinions of others. You are defined by God's promises, by His vision for your life, by the divine blueprint He crafted before you were even born. Right now, as you listen to these words, God is activating something new within you. A boldness, a clarity, a supernatural courage that will propel you into your next season. You're not just stepping into abundance, you're stepping into authority, into a role where your very presence commands divine favor and opens doors no man can shut. If this message is igniting your soul, I invite you to join the thousands of chosen ones who are awakening to their divine purpose. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and become part of a movement that's transforming lives across the globe. Your support sends this message further, reaching hearts that are crying out for hope. And if you feel the power of this moment, leave a comment below with the number 777. A bold declaration that you're claiming this divine call, that you're ready to walk in the fullness of God's plan. Stay with me, chosen one. because the heavens are moving on your behalf. This final call is a divine summons to let go of every chain that's held you back. The fears that once paralyzed you, they're losing their grip. The doubts that clouded your vision, they're dissipating in the light of God's truth. The burdens you've carried for too long, they're being lifted by the hand of the Almighty. You are being set free, chosen one, not just to live, but to soar. God is releasing you into a season of divine acceleration, where the dreams you've held in secret are about to manifest at a speed that will take your breath away. What once took years will now take days, because God's timing is perfect and His favor is upon you. You are a divine disruptor, a force of light in a world that's grown accustomed to darkness. Your presence alone challenges the status quo, shaking the foundations of mediocrity and despair. When you walk in your divine purpose, you inspire others to do the same. Your breakthrough will spark breakthroughs in those around you, creating a ripple effect that transforms families, communities, and nations. This is the power of a chosen one who answers God's call. You don't just change your life, you change the world. Your story is becoming a testimony, a living proof that God's promises are real, that His power is limitless, that His love is unstoppable. Right now, God is aligning divine connections, supernatural opportunities, and miraculous provision to meet you exactly where you are. The job you've been praying for, the healing you've been seeking, the peace you've been longing for. They're not just coming, they're already on their way. Trust in His process, chosen one. Even when you can't see the full picture, God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail with divine precision. Your role is to stay faithful, to keep your eyes fixed on Him, to move forward with the confidence that He will never let you fall. If this message is stirring your spirit, I want to take a moment to thank you for being here. Your faith is a gift, and it's activating something powerful in the spiritual realm. If you feel moved to support this work, consider leaving a super thanks. It's a beautiful way to help this message reach more chosen ones like you, spreading hope and light to those who need it most. Your generosity is a seed that will grow into a harvest of blessings, and I'm deeply grateful for every heart that contributes. But whether you donate or not, know that you are seen, you are valued, and you are part of God's divine plan. Let's keep pressing forward, because this is your moment. This final call is a divine invitation to step into your God-given authority. You are not just a bystander in this world, you are a co-creator with the Almighty, a vessel through which His power flows. When you speak, the heavens listen. When you pray, mountains move. When you act in faith, the impossible becomes reality. This is the authority of a chosen one, and it's time to wield it with boldness. The dreams God has placed in your heart, they're not just wishes. They're divine assignments, sacred missions that will change the course of history. You were born for this, chosen one, and now is the time to rise. The world may try to pull you back, to convince you that you're not ready, that you're not enough, but God says otherwise. He says in Philippians 4:13, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." That's not just a verse, it's a divine declaration over your life. You are equipped, you are empowered, you are ready. The strength you need is not your own, it's the strength of the Creator, flowing through you, guiding you, lifting you higher than you ever thought possible. This is your season to shine, to step into the spotlight of God's glory, to let the world see what happens when a chosen one answers the divine call. As you move forward, you'll notice a shift in the atmosphere. The heaviness that once surrounded you is lifting, replaced by a supernatural peace that guards your heart and mind. The confusion that once clouded your path is clearing, giving way to a divine clarity that lights your way. The battles you fought are turning into victories, each one a testament to God's faithfulness. This is the power of answering God's final call. It doesn't just change your circumstances, it changes you. You're becoming a warrior of light, a carrier of hope, a reflection of God's infinite love. You are not alone in this journey. God is with you, His angels are surrounding you, and a community of chosen ones is cheering you on. You are part of something greater, a divine movement that's shaking the heavens and transforming the earth. Your faith, your courage, your obedience, they're sending shock waves through the spiritual realm, breaking chains and opening doors for others to follow. This is the legacy of a chosen one, a legacy of faith that will outlive you, blessing generations to come. Keep moving forward, chosen one, because the world is waiting to see what God will do through you. If this message is setting your spirit ablaze, I invite you to make a bold declaration. Comment 777 below as a sign that you're claiming this divine authority, that you're ready to walk in the fullness of God's purpose. Your faith is activating miracles, and the universe is aligning to bring you what's yours. Stay with me because God's not finished with you yet. This final call is a divine summons to let go of every excuse and embrace every possibility. The dreams you've buried, the goals you've set aside, the hopes you've let fade, they're not dead. They're waiting for you to resurrect them with faith. God is breathing new life into your vision, igniting new passion in your heart and opening new pathways for your success. You are not bound by the limitations of the past. You are free to create a future that reflects God's glory. This is your moment to dream bigger, to believe bolder, to act braver than ever before. The world needs your light, chosen one. In a time of darkness, your faith is a beacon. Your courage is a spark. Your purpose is a flame that cannot be extinguished. You are called to lead, to inspire, to show others what's possible when you trust in God's plan. Your life is a story of triumph, a narrative of divine victory that will inspire countless others to rise. Every step you take in faith is a step toward a legacy that will echo through eternity, a legacy that declares God is faithful and His promises are true. As you answer this final call, you begin to see the supernatural at work in every area of your life. The financial breakthroughs you've been praying for are coming, not as a trickle, but as a flood. The healing you've been seeking is manifesting, not as a hope, but as a reality. The purpose you've been searching for is unfolding, not as a question, but as a divine certainty. This is the power of a chosen one, who dares to act, who dares to believe, who dares to trust in God's perfect plan. You carry a divine mandate, a celestial assignment that sets you apart from the masses. The world may see you as ordinary, but in the eyes of God you are extraordinary, a warrior of light, a vessel of His glory, a force that cannot be contained. This final call is your divine summons to step into the fullness of that identity, to shed every layer of doubt, shame, or limitation that's ever tried to dim your shine. You are not bound by the rules of this world. You are governed by the promises of heaven. God is calling you to walk in a boldness that defies logic, a faith that defies fear, a purpose that defies every obstacle in your path. Right now, as these words resonate in your spirit, God is igniting a supernatural vision within you. Close your eyes for a moment and see it. A life where every door swings wide open, where every dream you've dared to dream becomes a tangible reality, where every step you take is guided by divine precision. This is not a distant hope. This is your divine reality, unfolding before you as you answer this call. Your finances are about to shift into a realm of overflow, where lack becomes a distant memory. Your spirit is about to soar into a realm of unshakable peace, where anxiety has no hold. Your purpose is about to explode into a realm of global impact, where your name becomes synonymous with God's glory. The enemy will try to sow seeds of hesitation, whispering that this moment is too big, that you're not ready, that the blessings are for someone else. But let me remind you of God's truth. You are more than a conqueror through Him who loves you, as Romans 8:37 declares. The enemy's lies are no match for the divine authority you carry. You are not just stepping into victory, you are claiming a divine dominion that silences every voice of opposition. The battles you've fought have forged you into a spiritual warrior. And now it's time to wield that strength, to march forward with a courage that shakes the heavens and the earth. This is a moment to embrace the divine urgency of God's call. The 99% may linger in indecision, waiting for a sign, waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect moment. But you, chosen one, you know that the perfect moment is now. God doesn't wait for you to feel ready. He equips you as you move. Every step you take in faith is a step into His provision, His protection, His power. You are not walking alone. You are walking with the Creator of the universe, who has already gone before you, clearing the path, opening the gates, and preparing a table in the presence of your enemies. If this message is setting your heart ablaze, I invite you to join the thousands of chosen ones who are rising in faith. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and become part of a divine movement that's transforming lives across the globe. Your support amplifies this message, carrying it to souls who are ready to awaken. And if you feel this truth stirring in your spirit, leave a comment below with the number 777, a powerful proclamation that you're stepping into God's divine plan, that you're ready to seize this moment. Stay with me, because the best is yet to come. This final call is a divine invitation to rewrite the narrative of your life. The world may have tried to write your story with chapters of struggle, rejection, or pain, but God is handing you the pen. He's saying, write a new chapter, one filled with triumph, abundance, and divine purpose. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a victor, anointed to create a legacy that will echo through eternity. Every decision you make in this moment is a brush stroke on the canvas of your destiny, painting a masterpiece that glorifies God and inspires the world. You are a divine influencer, chosen one, not in the worldly sense, but in the spiritual realm. Your faith shifts atmospheres. Your prayers move mountains, your actions spark revolutions. When you walk in your divine purpose, you become a catalyst for change, igniting hope in the hearts of those who've lost their way. Your life is a sermon, preached not with words, but with the undeniable evidence of God's power. People will look at you and see the impossible made possible, the broken made whole, the ordinary made extraordinary. This is the impact of a chosen one who dares to answer God's call. Right now, God is positioning you for divine encounters, people, opportunities, and resources that will propel you into your next level. These are not random. They are divinely orchestrated, tailored to your purpose, designed to accelerate your journey. The connections you're about to make will be anointed, the doors you're about to walk through will be blessed, and the resources you're about to receive will be multiplied. Trust in God's timing, chosen one. What He's doing in your life is bigger than you can imagine, and it's unfolding with a precision that only He can orchestrate. If this message is stirring your soul, I want to thank you for being here. Your presence is a gift, and your faith is activating miracles in the spiritual realm. If you feel led to support this work, consider leaving a super thanks. It's a beautiful way to help this message reach more chosen ones, spreading light to those who need it most. Your generosity is a seed that will grow into a harvest of blessings, and I'm deeply grateful for every heart that contributes. But whether you donate or not, know that you are cherished, you are chosen, and you are part of something eternal. Let's keep pressing forward because God's plan is unfolding. This final call is a divine summons to step into your spiritual inheritance. You are not just a dreamer. You are an heir to the promises of God, a co-heir with Christ, as Romans 8:17 proclaims. The abundance, the authority, the impact, they're not just possibilities, they're your birthright. God is calling you to claim what's yours, to walk in the fullness of His provision, to live a life that reflects His infinite power. You are not here to scrape by, you are here to overflow, to pour out blessings, to live in a state of divine surplus that glorifies His name. The world is hungry for your light, chosen one. In a time of confusion and despair, your clarity is a lifeline, your courage is a rallying cry, your faith is a revolution. You are called to lead with love, to heal with compassion, to inspire with action. Your life is a divine assignment, a sacred mission to show the world what's possible when you trust in God's plan. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to demonstrate His power. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every trial is a testimony in the making. As you answer this call, you'll begin to see the supernatural manifest in ways that defy explanation. The prayers you've whispered in secret are being answered with divine precision. The visions you've held in your heart are taking shape with divine clarity. The burdens you've carried are being transformed into blessings with divine power. This is the moment to lean into God's promises, to trust in His faithfulness, to move with the confidence that He is making a way where there seems to be no way. You are a divine trailblazer, chosen one, forging a path that others will follow. Your faith is breaking new ground, your courage is opening new doors, your purpose is creating new possibilities. You are not just living for today. You are building a legacy that will outlast you, a monument to God's faithfulness that will inspire generations. Every step you take in faith is a stone in that monument. Every act of obedience is a brick in that legacy. Every moment of trust is a testament to His glory. If this message is setting your spirit on fire, I invite you to make a bold declaration. Comment 777 below as a sign that you're claiming your divine inheritance, that you're ready to walk in the fullness of God's purpose. Your faith is shaking the heavens, and the universe is responding. Stay with me, chosen one, because God's power is just beginning to unfold. This final call is a divine summons to embrace your spiritual authority. You are not just a participant in God's plan, you are a commander in His army, anointed to speak life, to decree breakthroughs, to shift destinies. When you open your mouth, the spiritual realm listens. When you declare God's promises, the physical world aligns. When you act in faith, the impossible bows before you. This is the authority of a chosen one, and it's time to wield it with unwavering confidence. The world may try to distract you, to pull you back into patterns of fear or complacency, but you are not swayed by the world's noise. You are anchored in God's truth, rooted in His love, propelled by His Spirit. You are called to rise above the chaos, to stand firm in the storm, to shine brightly in the darkness. Your life is a divine declaration that God's power is real, that His promises are true, that His love is unstoppable. This is your moment to show the world what a chosen one can do when they answer God's call. As you move forward, you'll notice a divine rhythm in your life, a flow of favor, a cadence of miracles, a harmony of purpose. The struggles that once defined you are giving way to victories that redefine you. The questions that once haunted you are giving way to answers that empower you. The dreams that once seemed distant are giving way to realities that transform you. This is the power of a chosen one who dares to trust, who dares to act, who dares to believe in the limitless possibilities of God's plan. You are a divine masterpiece, sculpted by the hands of the Creator, infused with a purpose that transcends the ordinary. The world may try to box you in, to label you, to limit you, but God sees you as limitless, a celestial force, a carrier of His light, a pioneer of His promises. This final call is your divine summons to break free from every constraint, to shatter every ceiling, to soar into a realm where impossibility bows before your faith. You are not here to follow paths others have walked. You are here to blaze trails that others will follow, to carve out a legacy that declares God's power to every generation. Right now, as these words pierce your soul, God is downloading a divine blueprint into your spirit, a vision so vivid, so compelling, that it will guide your every step. See yourself standing in a place of divine overflow, where resources pour in like a mighty river, where your influence expands like a wildfire, where your joy radiates like the morning sun. This is not a fleeting dream. This is the divine reality God is ushering you into. Your career is about to align with His purpose, bringing opportunities that amplify your impact. Your relationships are about to deepen with divine harmony, connecting you with souls who uplift your calling. Your faith is about to ignite with divine fire, burning away every trace of doubt and fear. The enemy may try to derail you, casting shadows of confusion or delay, but you are fortified by God's truth. As Ephesians 6:10 declares, "Be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power." You are not fighting with human strength, you are wielding the supernatural might of the Almighty. Every attack of the enemy is a sign that your breakthrough is near, that your destiny is too powerful to be ignored. You are a spiritual juggernaut, chosen one, and no force in heaven or earth can stand against the divine authority flowing through you. Step forward with the confidence that God is your shield, your strength, your victory. This is a moment to embrace the divine audacity of your calling. The 99% may shrink back, content to live within the confines of comfort or caution, but you were born to defy the status quo. You are called to dream with reckless faith, to act with relentless courage, to love with radical compassion. God is not asking for your perfection. He's asking for your yes. Say yes to His plan, yes to His timing, yes to the divine adventure He's inviting you into. Every yes you utter is a key that unlocks new realms of possibility, new heights of impact, new depths of His glory in your life. If this message is electrifying your spirit, I invite you to join the thousands of chosen ones who are stepping into their divine destiny. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and become part of a global movement of souls awakening to God's call. Your support carries this message to hearts that are hungry for hope, amplifying the light of truth. And if you feel this divine fire burning within, leave a comment below with the number 777, a bold declaration that you're embracing this moment, that you're ready to walk in God's unstoppable plan. Stay with me, because the heavens are aligning for you. This final call is a divine mandate to unleash the fullness of your potential. You are not just a spark. You are a supernova, a radiant explosion of God's light that illuminates every corner of darkness. The gifts God has placed within you, your creativity, your wisdom, your resilience, are not just for you. They are divine tools to reshape the world. Every idea you've burst, every passion you've nurtured, every vision you've carried, it's all part of God's plan to use you as a catalyst for change. You are called to innovate, to inspire, to impact in ways that leave an indelible mark on humanity. You are a divine architect, chosen one, building a future that reflects God's kingdom. The world may see challenges, but you see opportunities. The world may see obstacles, but you see stepping stones. The world may see endings, but you see beginnings. This is the mindset of a chosen one who answers God's call. A mindset that transforms scarcity into abundance, despair into hope, and dreams into reality. God is equipping you with divine strategies, supernatural insights, and celestial wisdom to navigate every season with grace and power. Trust in His guidance and watch as He turns your vision into victory. Right now, God is orchestrating divine synchronicities, moments where His timing aligns with your faith to create miracles. The phone call you've been waiting for, the opportunity you've been praying for, the breakthrough you've been believing for. They're not just on the horizon, they're knocking at your door. Open your heart, chosen one. Open your hands. Open your spirit to receive the divine outpouring that's coming. God is not a God of scarcity. He is a God of overflow. And He's pouring out blessings that will exceed your expectations and overwhelm your capacity to contain them. If this message is stirring your soul, I want to thank you for being here. Your faith is a beacon, and your presence is shifting the spiritual atmosphere. If you feel moved to support this work, consider leaving a super thanks. It's a beautiful way to help this message reach more chosen ones, igniting hope in hearts across the globe. Your generosity is a seed that will blossom into a harvest of blessings, and I'm deeply grateful for every soul who contributes. But whether you donate or not, know that you are loved, you are chosen, and you are part of God's eternal plan. Let's keep moving forward because God's power is surging through you. This final call is a divine summons to live with unrelenting passion. You are not here to tiptoe through life. You are here to charge forward with a zeal that sets the world on fire. God has placed a holy ambition in your heart, a burning desire to fulfill His purpose and leave a legacy that glorifies His name. Every moment you spend in pursuit of His call is a moment invested in eternity. Every risk you take in faith is a deposit in the bank of divine reward. Every sacrifice you make for His kingdom is a seed that will yield a harvest beyond your imagination. You are a divine ambassador, chosen one, representing God's kingdom in a world that desperately needs His love. Your words carry the weight of heaven, your actions carry the power of His Spirit. Your life carries the promise of His glory. When you speak, chains break. When you move, mountains shift. When you believe, miracles manifest. This is the authority of a chosen one who dares to live for God's purpose. You are not just changing your story, you are rewriting the narrative of the world, showing what's possible when faith meets action. As you answer this call, you'll begin to see the divine tapestry of your life coming together. The threads of your past, every trial, every triumph, every lesson, are being woven into a masterpiece that declares God's faithfulness. The moments you thought were wasted were preparation. The setbacks you thought were failures were training. The dreams you thought were lost were divine delays, positioning you for a greater revelation of His power. God is turning your story into a symphony, a divine composition that will resonate through the ages. You are a divine warrior, chosen one, armed with the sword of truth and the shield of faith. The battles you face are not meant to defeat you, they are meant to reveal the strength God has placed within you. Every challenge is a stage for His glory, every struggle is a platform for His power, every victory is a testimony to His grace. You are not fighting for survival, you are fighting for significance, for a purpose that transcends time, for a legacy that will shine forever. Stand tall, chosen one, because the God who called you is the God who will carry you through. If this message is setting your spirit ablaze, I invite you to make a bold declaration. Comment 777 below as a sign that you're embracing your divine authority, that you're ready to live with unrelenting passion for God's purpose. Your faith is shaking the spiritual realm, and the universe is responding. Stay with me, because God's plan is unfolding in ways you can't yet imagine. This final call is a divine summons to embrace your divine identity. You are not just a name, a face, or a number. You are a child of the King, a heir to his kingdom, a reflection of his glory. God has written your name in the stars, etched your purpose in the heavens, and sealed your destiny with his love. You are called to live with a divine confidence that silences every critic, a divine clarity that pierces every confusion, a divine courage that overcomes every fear. This is the identity of a chosen one, and it's time to wear it like a crown. The world may try to pull you into its chaos, but you are anchored in God's peace. You are not swayed by the storms because you are rooted in his promises. You are not shaken by the noise because you are tuned to his voice. You are not diminished by the darkness because you are filled with his light. This is the power of a chosen one who answers God's call. A power that transforms not just your life, but the lives of everyone you touch. You are a divine influencer, chosen one, and your influence is about to expand in ways that will leave the world in awe. Beloved chosen one, you're still here, and that's a divine proclamation that your heart is wide open, ready to receive the supernatural overflow God has destined for you. This final call is not just a moment, it's a movement, a sacred shift that's propelling you into a realm of divine authority, unshakable faith, and limitless possibility. You are standing at the edge of a divine frontier, where every step you take is a declaration of God's power. Every breath you draw is a testament to his promises, and every dream you chase is a reflection of his glory. This is your hour, chosen one, to rise with a fire that cannot be quenched, to shine with a light that cannot be dimmed, to live with a purpose that cannot be denied. Stay with me, because the heavens are thundering, and your divine destiny is unfolding right now. You are a divine forerunner, chosen one, called to pioneer new paths where others see only dead ends. The world may be bound by fear, but you are fueled by faith. The world may be trapped in scarcity, but you are flowing in abundance. The world may be lost in confusion, but you are guided by divine clarity. God has anointed you to break through barriers, to dismantle strongholds, to create possibilities where none existed before. You are not here to follow the crowd. You are here to lead the charge, to show the world what happens when a chosen one dares to trust in God's limitless plan. Right now, as these words ignite your spirit, God is planting seeds of divine innovation within you. You are not just a dreamer, you are a divine creator, equipped with ideas that will shift industries, solutions that will heal communities, and visions that will transform nations. Your mind is a sanctuary of divine inspiration. Your heart is a wellspring of divine compassion, and your hands are tools of divine impact. God is calling you to build, to plant, to create with a boldness that defies the ordinary. The projects you've been hesitant to start, the passions you've been afraid to pursue, the callings you've been reluctant to embrace. They are all part of God's divine design for your life. Step into them with faith and watch as he multiplies your efforts beyond measure. The enemy may try to intimidate you, whispering that your dreams are too grand, that your vision is too vast, that your calling is too great. But God's truth drowns out every lie. As 1 John 4:4 declares, "The one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world." You are not fighting alone. You are backed by the Creator of the universe, empowered by his Spirit, and surrounded by his angels. The enemy's schemes are nothing compared to the divine power coursing through you. You are a spiritual titan, chosen one, and every challenge you face is an opportunity to showcase God's strength, to silence the doubters, to glorify His name. This is a moment to embrace the divine rhythm of God's plan. The 99% may be content to drift through life, but you are called to dance with destiny. Every step you take in faith is a beat in God's symphony. Every act of courage is a note in His melody. Every moment of trust is a chord in His masterpiece. You are not just living, you are creating a divine composition that will resonate through eternity. God is choreographing your journey with precision, aligning every detail to fulfill His purpose. Trust in His rhythm, move with His flow, and watch as He turns your life into a divine performance that captivates the world. If this message is setting your soul on fire, I invite you to join the thousands of chosen ones who are awakening to their divine purpose. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and become part of a global movement that's spreading God's light. Your support carries this message to hearts that are ready to rise, amplifying the power of this truth. And if you feel this divine spark burning within, leave a comment below with the number 777, a bold proclamation that you're embracing God's rhythm, that you're ready to dance with destiny. Stay with me, because God's glory is just beginning to shine. This final call is a divine summons to live with divine intentionality. You are not here to wander aimlessly. You are here to walk purposefully, to act decisively, to love fiercely. Every choice you make is a seed planted in the soil of eternity. Every action is a brushstroke on the canvas of your legacy. Every prayer is a spark that ignites divine miracles. God is calling you to live with a focus that cuts through distractions, a passion that burns through obstacles, a faith that shatters impossibilities. You are not just a participant in His plan, you are a divine partner, co-creating a future that reflects His kingdom. You are a divine beacon, chosen one, radiating God's light in a world shrouded in shadows. Your presence alone is a sermon, your life a scripture, your journey a revelation. When you walk in your divine purpose, you become a living epistle, read by all who encounter you. People will see your joy and seek its source, witness your peace and crave its presence, observe your strength and desire its power. You are not just living for yourself, you are living for the countless souls who will find hope through your testimony, faith through your example, and God through your life. Right now, God is igniting divine collaborations, partnerships that will amplify your impact, alliances that will strengthen your mission, connections that will elevate your purpose. These are not chance encounters. They are divine appointments orchestrated by God to propel you into your next season. The mentors you need, the resources you require, the supporters you seek, they are being drawn to you by the hand of the Almighty. Open your heart to these divine connections, chosen one. Embrace the people God sends, seize the opportunities He provides, and trust that He is building a divine network to fulfill His plan. If this message is stirring your spirit, I want to thank you for being here. Your faith is aflame, and your presence is transforming the spiritual landscape. If you feel led to support this work, consider leaving a super thanks. It's a beautiful way to help this message reach more chosen ones, kindling hope in hearts across the globe. Your generosity is a spark that will ignite a wildfire of blessings, and I'm deeply grateful for every soul who contributes. But whether you donate or not, know that you are cherished, you are chosen, and you are part of God's eternal purpose. Let's keep pressing forward, because God's plan is surging through you. This final call is a divine summons to embrace your divine resilience. You are not defined by the storms you faced, but by the strength you've gained through them. Every trial has been a forge, shaping you into a vessel of divine power. Every tear has been a seed, sprouting into a harvest of divine joy. Every setback has been a setup, positioning you for a comeback that will leave the world in awe. You are not a survivor, chosen one. You are a thriver, a conqueror, a champion of God's grace. Stand tall in your resilience, because it is a testimony to His faithfulness. You are a divine alchemist, chosen one, transforming pain into purpose, fear into faith, and darkness into light. The world may see wounds, but you see wisdom. The world may see losses, but you see lessons. The world may see endings, but you see divine beginnings. God has given you the power to transmute every challenge into a stepping stone, every hardship into a milestone, every obstacle into an opportunity. You are not here to be defeated. You are here to redefine what victory looks like, to show the world the beauty of a life transformed by God's power. As you answer this call, you'll begin to see the divine orchestration of your life with breathtaking clarity. The moments you thought were random were divine setups. The people you thought were fleeting were divine messengers. The dreams you thought were impossible were divine prophecies. God is weaving every thread of your journey into a tapestry of glory, a divine artwork that declares His love, His power, His purpose. You are not just part of His plan, you are central to it, a masterpiece in motion, a living reflection of His infinite grace. You are a divine herald, chosen one, proclaiming God's truth in a world desperate for hope. Your voice carries the weight of eternity. Your actions carry the power of heaven. Your life carries the promise of His kingdom. When you speak, the spiritual realm shifts. When you act, the physical world aligns. When you believe, the impossible becomes inevitable. You are not just a messenger. You are a movement, a divine force that's awakening hearts, breaking chains, and ushering in a new era of God's glory. If this message is setting your spirit ablaze, I invite you to make a bold declaration. Comment 777 below as a sign that you're embracing your divine resilience, that you're ready to live as a herald of God's truth. Your faith is shaking the heavens and the universe is responding. Stay with me, because God's power is flowing through you like never before. This final call is a divine summons to live with divine expectancy. You are not here to hope for miracles. You are here to expect them, to anticipate them, to walk in the certainty that God's promises are already yours. Every prayer you've prayed is a seed planted in heaven's soil, ready to burst forth with divine fruit. Every promise you've claimed is a contract signed in the courts of heaven, guaranteed by God's faithfulness. Every step you take in faith is a deposit in the bank of divine reward, accruing interest that will overflow into every area of your life. You are a divine visionary, chosen one, seeing beyond the limitations of the present into the possibilities of God's future. The world may see boundaries, but you see horizons. The world may see problems, but you see divine solutions. The world may see despair, but you see divine hope. God has given you eyes to see what others cannot, a heart to believe what others doubt, a spirit to pursue what others abandon. You are called to envision a world transformed by His love, to dream of a future shaped by His power, to live for a purpose defined by His glory. As you answer this call, you'll begin to experience divine acceleration, a supernatural speed that propels you toward your destiny. The goals that once seemed distant are drawing near. The breakthroughs that once seemed impossible are becoming reality. The dreams that once seemed out of reach are manifesting with divine precision. God is compressing time, aligning circumstances, and releasing resources to ensure that His purpose for your life is fulfilled. Trust in His acceleration, chosen one, because what He's doing in you is unstoppable. Beloved chosen one, we've journeyed together through this sacred message, and now you stand at the pinnacle of God's final call. This is not the end. It's the beginning of a divine adventure that will redefine your life and reshape the world. You are not the 99% who ignore this call. You are the 1%, the chosen one who dares to answer, dares to believe, dares to rise. You've declared 777. You've joined thousands of souls in this movement, and you've opened your heart to the divine transformation God is unleashing. Your life is a testimony, a beacon, a revolution that will echo through eternity. As you step forward, know that God is with you. His Spirit is within you, and His angels are around you. Your finances are shifting into divine abundance. Your health is radiating with divine vitality. Your purpose is shining with divine clarity. You are not just living, you are thriving, soaring, reigning as a chosen one in God's kingdom. Keep your eyes fixed on Him, your heart anchored in His promises, your steps guided by His truth. The world is watching, and they will see the glory of God in you. If this message has set your soul ablaze, I want to thank you from the depths of my heart. Your faith, your courage, your presence, they are changing the spiritual atmosphere. If you feel called to support this work,